Hey. I feel like I levitate. Levitate. Hey. Levitate.
Okay, I first decided when I wanted to be a rapper. I mean, I've always done music since I was young, little. I've always been in music. You know what I'm saying? I play instruments. You know what I'm saying? I was in the choir at church. I played the drums at church. I did a lot of stuff by ear, but I started writing. Like, okay, I mean, I guess I figured out I wanted to be a rapper somewhere in elementary school around maybe 4th, 5th grade probably. But it didn't start out that way. Like, I started writing and it was like poetry, but then it started rhyming more like a song and not poetry. And then it just went on from there, and I liked how it sounded. It was on ever since.
I feel like I levitate. Levitate. Hey. Levitate.
So who inspires me is, I got like my top 6, right? And it's a little unorthodox. So, you know, I got of course, Biggie and Tupac is in there. But then, like, where it gets crazy for me, like, this is when, like, Drake, Wayne, Beethoven, and Shakespeare are all my influences. Beethoven inspires me because Beethoven, from what I learned from Beethoven, is that he showed me how powerful music is by itself. Like, you know what I'm saying? How a beat and certain sounds can speak to you, you know what I'm saying, and bring out certain emotions and certain feelings. So I learned from Beethoven that, you know what I'm saying, whenever I choose my beats or the stuff that I write to or record over, I make sure that the beat, you know what I'm saying, speaks to me or I feel a certain way, because that also helps me to, that also helps me know what I'm gonna write about, what the song's gonna be about, how the music makes me feel, kind of like talks to me sometimes. And Shakespeare, he showed me the importance of words, how important words are, you feel me? Like, Shakespeare, I feel like, is one of the greatest writers ever in the world. Like, to this day, people still, you know what I'm saying, speak of his plays and memorize his words and stuff like that, because words are so powerful, and they do, you know what I'm saying, also like music, bring out emotion and feeling, and like people, you know what I'm saying, like you can paint a picture with words, you feel me? Drake, because he showed me it's cool to be vulnerable, you know what I'm saying? Wayne, because he showed me not to really care what anybody has to say or think, you know what I mean, just do me. Biggie, because just the swag and how he told stories was real cool. And then Pac, because he was prophetic and he spoke realness, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't always a facade, like it was real things that he would talk about. So I just incorporate all of them and then add my little style. Boom, got Ralph Lauren right there.
I feel like I levitate. Levitate. Hey. Levitate.
What kind of struggles? I mean, all type of struggles, man. Like, there's things I've been through personally, things I've experienced. You know, other people's stories that I've been around and seen and experienced, like everything. Like me, I just, like when I write, I'll write about either how I'm feeling at the time or the phase that I'm in. You feel me? So like Therapy, for example, the tape that I just did, like Therapy, the whole concept behind that was I was talking about what I was going through at that time. You feel me? Like me going through it with the mother of my child, my girl, you know what I'm saying? Me going through it with people that I was working with at the studio, jobs, you know what I'm saying? People doubting me because of my career choice and my career path and certain bad decisions and choices that I made that I had to deal with, you know what I'm saying? Like, just a lot of stuff, bro, you know, just life. It inspires my music because a lot of stuff I talk about, I feel like I'm not the only person that goes through it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff that I talk about, I feel like you can feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could feel the emotion behind what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could see it. Just from the words, just from hearing what I'm saying, you can envision, like, you can see it, like, okay, yeah, like, I get it, type thing.
I feel like I levitate. Levitate. Hey. Levitate.
How did I learn how to engineer? That's a funny story because in the beginning, I didn't start out wanting to learn how to engineer. You feel me? Like, I went to the studio this one day, chopped it up with the guy Dre, King Dre, Hitmakers Boulevard. We chopped it up a good hour and a half, 2 hours before I started my session. You feel me? And we was just going off the vibe, and he told me like, bro, just keep coming, and that's what I did. I started coming, and you know, he brought up opportunity. Was like, you know, it's starting to get busy. It's a lot more clientele coming. I'm gonna need more people to help me record certain artists and do certain things. So he asked me if I wanted to do it. And at first I'm like, nah, I'm not, like, no, record other people, why? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what I want to do. I want to just rap, do music. But then, like, I went to the crib, thought about it, and I'm like, well, you know what? I mean, maybe this will help me. Like, I'm trying to grow in my craft. I'm trying to get better, so why not just immerse myself in it? Why not learn as much as I can and surround myself with as much people and things that I can that, you know what I'm saying, has to do with my career choice and, you know what I'm saying, my goals. So why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not learn how to engineer? Because when I did it, I learned quicker than I thought I would. Number one. Number two, I got real good at it. You know what I'm saying? Not only did I learn how to engineer myself, but I engineered other people, and that caused me to build certain relationships and network with certain different people that I feel like maybe if I hadn't stepped into that lane, I probably wouldn't have made those connections at that point in time as early as I did, you know what I'm saying? And plus, it just made me better as an artist and as, you know what I'm saying, as a musician. Like, it just sharpened my sword. That's all it did. For sure, yes, I do see myself doing more of that because it's easier. I mean, I know what I want. I know how I want it to sound. I know where I want, you know what I'm saying, certain cuts. I know what I want to stand out here. I know, like, it's better because nobody knows what you want like you feel me? So if you're able to do it yourself, that's less explaining and less hassle to, you know what I mean, where you can just do the majority of it yourself, you feel me? Like, but yeah, man, it's fun. Like, it's fun. It made, like, one of the things that I loved about engineering is the reaction that people got from how good that they sound. They're like, oh my gosh, like, bro, this is me? Like, oh, it's that. Like, that reaction made me feel good because it was like, yeah, I made somebody feel good with what they got, you know what I'm saying? Like, it made me feel good seeing them feel good, how good they sounded, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was one of the rewards I got from it, so yeah.
I feel like I levitate, hey, levitate.
What keeps me humble? Well, first of all, because things that I've been through in my life personally, I know that, you know what I'm saying, anything could be taken away in a split second, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you're not conscious of decisions you make, or if you know what I'm saying, like, my problem was a lot of times I would be in my own way, you feel me? Like, I would mess things up for myself, like, yeah, I would be in my way. So, like, I would learn, like, I'd be like, man, dang, like, and I just learned, like, you know what I'm saying, like, sometimes you just gotta, like, I don't know, man, like, you don't always have to brag, you don't always have to be like, as long as you confident in what you do and you know that you can do something that can't nobody else do, you know what I'm saying? It's no reason to be braggadocious about it, because sooner or later they'll find out, and then, you know what I'm saying, if you really ill like how you think you ill, they'll, you know what I'm saying, the consumer, the people will validate it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, a lot of times people, and also another thing is, one of my pet peeves that I hate loud people. So I hate when people come in the room and try to get all the attention, you know what I'm saying, make it seem like they bigger than they are, or they do this and they do that, and then they really don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't understand how many, back to me engineering, you don't understand how many artists that I worked with, once I got to know them, bro, you're not as good as you made it sound. Like, if anything, I'm making you sound like this, you feel me? Like, this is not you, but you know, this is how the game go, I guess.
I feel like I levitate, hey, levitate.
Like, how it starts is, like, I'll hear a beat, and a lot of times I don't know if I like the beat from the first 6 seconds of it. Like, I don't know if I like it or not. And then a lot of times, you feel me, if I like it, what I'll first do is I'll listen to the beat, if not all the way through, halfway through. And then back to what I was saying, like how music speaks to me. Like I feel like I'm having a conversation with the beat. So I just let the beat talk, say what it gotta say. And then, you know, after that, then I'm like, okay, so this how I gotta come. This beat, like the vibe that I'm getting from this beat is, you know what I'm saying? Like for example, Levitated. When I did that, when I heard the beat to that, like I played it halfway through, I let it do that, and then I'm like, okay, I know how I'm gonna come. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna say or how I'm gonna come, but I know it's like, you know what I'm saying, this is something, it's like an upbeat vibe type thing, you feel me? So I play it again, and then what I do is I'll hum to myself a melody or a note or, you know what I'm saying, something like, so when Levitated, I heard the beat Levitated, I let it play and I'm like, like I'll start humming melodies and harmonies in my head, and then sometimes I'll record those melodies or harmonies and then play it back and then put words to it, or I'll, like as I'm humming the harmony, the word comes, and that's how Levitated it just came. Like I hummed it, and then in the middle of me humming it, Levitated, like I just started saying that. I'm like, oh yeah, I know how I'm coming. I know how I'm coming, and then that's how, you know what I'm saying, the track is made.
I feel like I levitate. Levitate, 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 levitate. Levitate.
Bro, it's humbling, and it's like, even the fact that, you know what I'm saying, like you said, higher ups is like looking at me and mentioning me, that right there is just amazing in itself, you feel me? Because there's a lot of people who aren't even mentioned or, you know what I'm saying, looked at, and the fact that I am, that's just a blessing in itself. But like, it motivates me more because it's like, you know what I'm saying, people is watching me, you know what I'm saying, like I'm getting validated, like, you know what I mean, like the people who has the potential to, you know what I'm saying, really change my life is paying attention, and that right there, that's like, okay, keep going, don't stop, keep going, you feel me? And then once I really do got their attention, keep going harder, don't let up, don't slow down, keep my foot on the gas and just go full force, full speed. Like, if anything, you know what I'm saying, it just makes me want to work harder and go even more harder, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's what's up. That's all fine and dandy. I'm grateful, I'm thankful, I'm blessed. But I still got a job to do at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I still got work to do. I still got more elevating and progressing to do, you feel me? So, you know, all that's great, but you know what I'm saying? I'm still work like ain't nobody paying attention to me, you know what I'm saying? Still gonna work. It's your boy Ralph Lauren, you know what I'm saying? Coming to you live. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Entrepreneur Entertainment. Shout out my guy John behind the lenses right now. But yeah, Ralph Lauren, yeah.